Okay, so yes, okay. Well, first thing that we'll be doing is what we're going to be as okay, what we call the medical terminology. Okay. Now, before starting with this, may I ask a question? How many of you speak more than one language? Okay. Does anybody want to say what those languages are?
I speak English and Arabic.
You speak Arabic too. If I
بخير.
good, that's all. Okay.
I speak Spanish and English.
Speak Spanish. Okay, good. Okay.
I speak Polish and English.
Polish.
Yeah.
Okay. So what part of you is Polish? Sorry for asking.
No, it's okay. Both of my parents are Polish. They were born in Poland.
Okay, okay. So you're close by Denmark, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So Nicole, is that your real name or that's just your
Yes.
Americanized? Okay, okay. Okay. Well, how do you pronounce your last name, dear?
No guy.
No guy. So the J is an I, like so,
Yes.
right? Okay,
Yes.
okay, good. Yeah. That's okay, what you will see. Okay. Some places, okay, they don't pronounce the J as J.
Mm-hmm.
But rather I. Okay. And you may as okay come across that okay, as some letters may be written, but they are not really pronounced or spoken. Okay, so okay. Anybody else?
I speak English and Urdu.
You speak Urdu?
Yeah.
Okay, where did you get Urdu from?
My parents are both from Pakistan.
Okay, so you're from Pakistan. Okay.
No.
Which part of Pakistan here?
So my husband's from Islamabad, but we're by like Kadian, by Gujarat.
Kadian, okay, okay, yeah, okay. Nobody's from Islamabad. You are just
I mean, some of my
migrate there.
family's from there too, yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay, okay. So you speak Urdu, okay. Do you know the origin of Urdu?
Isn't it from Arabic? Or no?
Some of it is.
Oh, the no.
It's a mixture of 4 languages.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's a mixture of Arabic, Persian, Hindi or Indian, and Turkish.
Oh, wow.
Now the word Urdu itself means, or is from a Turkish word that means army.
Oh.
Because it used to be, it was primarily a language that they developed to talk in code words. So they took words from different languages of, you can say it's okay, from the area. Cause okay, so that's okay. It's not actually a language of a people, if you want to put it that way. And that's what you will see here. It's okay. Now, guys, when we talk medical terminology, a lot of the terms that you will come across in medical terminology are derived from either Greek. Now, anybody here speaks Greek? No, I don't see a Greek taking name either. So, okay, I guess nobody speaks Greek. Okay. But that's okay. A lot of the terms that you will come across in, medical terminology actually has their root back to the Greek language. Now, Greek language, that's okay. It's still a language that's okay, which is spoken today. But even if you look at the English that was spoken, let's say 300 years ago or 300 years ago versus the English that we speak today, there's a hell of a difference. Okay. Have anybody ever read Shakespeare? Nobody have ever read Shakespeare? Okay. How much of it did you get at the first instance? Not much.
Not much.
Exactly.
It's
Why? Because it was in a weird form of English, right?
Mhm.
Pretty much, yes. So, so you can say, okay, is it the same Greek as they speak today? No, not necessarily. Clear? Okay, okay. But you can say, okay, from the ancient Greek. And then likewise, that's okay, you may come across as okay terms which are derived from a language that they used to call Latin or Latin. Now, as I just said earlier, that's okay. Urdu is not a language of a people as such. For me, it's okay, just a made-up language. Okay, you can say okay as English, okay as primarily as okay people from England. Spanish now, there's okay a lot of people that's okay speak Spanish, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are ethnically Spanish or people who as okay links to Spain. Okay, for you can mean that okay when the Spain as guy came to as okay to the United States, they mean as okay brought their language and that's okay forced the natives to end up as okay learning it and speak it. Okay, so as okay you won't really find as okay what you can call it that okay Latin as okay is not really a language of people, but it was mainly as okay you can say it's okay the language of literature back in the days. We are talking around as okay when the Roman Empire was on and so on, things like that. Okay, so most of the literature back in those days as okay was written in Latin. So a lot of terms that they used back then, mainly as okay, just has been carried over to I guess okay modern or as okay nowadays technology and okay terminology. Okay, so pretty much okay as when you read any piece of medical literature, you're going to come across a bunch of technical terms related to the science of medicine or medical sciences. Okay, so what we mainly as okay will be doing in the beginning here is mainly as okay looking at some common phrases or parts of the words that are going to be as okay put together to make up yes okay new terms. Okay, and mainly as okay just talk a bit about yes okay their meanings, how is it that they're used, how is it that they may as okay affect yes okay a final word that we may end up with. Okay, because what you will see is that okay as medical terms or medical words, some of them yes okay maybe yes okay half a mile long. Okay, but if you actually look into it, it's mainly as okay made up of 3, 4, 5 different terms just being smushed together. Did you guys get that? Okay, so yes, okay, asthma you may find yes, okay, some similarities of okay how words are built up in yes, okay, Arabic here. Even yes, okay, if you look at okay at the words in English, you can say it's okay the structure or it's okay the architecture of how yes, okay medical terms are made is going to be as okay as similar even in the English language. Okay, and that's okay as something that we may even look at as we go through this, and you'll see that okay, I never thought that okay, this is how this word actually is okay came into being, even in the English language. Okay, guys. So now don't ask me how many questions or how many languages I speak. Okay. That's not because that's okay. I'm language gifted. No, it's just because it's okay. Of you guys, it's okay. The place I've been living in, and it's okay as a matter of requirement. Okay, if somebody has okay spent 20 years of their life in Russia, it's okay. They may have to learn how to speak Russian. just to be able to just, okay, communicate. Okay, now I don't necessarily mean that you need to go to Russia. But okay. So yes, okay. I've been okay as a bit of places around, so that's okay. That may confuse you a little bit when I say yes, okay, back home. Because do I mean Denmark? Do I mean Pakistan? Okay, so guys, in English, and okay, you can mean it says okay. Now, guys, one thing. Would I expect, or should I expect that, okay, yes, by the end of 1.5 or 2 weeks, that you guys will be able to, yes, okay, fluent, yes, okay, speak medical language or medical terms? No, not necessarily. Okay. Sorry. But what you mean is, okay, the whole thing of it is that, okay, as you get introduced, yes, okay, some of the most commonly used terms that, okay, yes, you may come across. Okay, and maybe that's okay how they are put together, and okay, as how putting different words together actually is okay gives new meanings to yes, okay, what we will end up calling is okay the base word or root word. Okay, so that's pretty much okay. So I'll be talking about for this okay the next week and a half to 2 weeks from now. Okay, guys. So everybody can see a whiteboard.
Yes.
Everybody can see this that I just wrote. No, I didn't write anything, but okay. So when we take okay as a medical term, okay, as or any term, that's okay. What we mean is okay, we'll have to begin with is going to be as okay, what we call is okay, a root word. Clear? Okay, okay. So that's going to be a root word. Let's just take an example. We can say hepat. Now hepat, guys, that's going to be okay, a root word, and just to be a begin, it's okay, begin. What is that going to mean? Liver. Okay. So you can mean this as okay, the technical term for what we as okay in English call liver is going to be hepat. Yeah, okay. Now, what we may get along with this root word here is okay, we can get okay as something that we may call a suffix. Yeah, okay. Now, what is going to be a suffix? Mainly as okay, that's going to be as okay, a phrase or a term that comes after the, and I'm just going to say, okay, root word. So yes, okay, if I write anything here after hepat, that is going to be a suffix. Did that make sense? Now, just to check, okay, as a very common suffix and a suffix that we going to yes, okay, be using quite often is going to be as okay, itis, or it is. Okay, now itis or it is mainly as okay, it's a suffix. Okay, now here it's okay when it's okay, it is going to be combined with hepat, which is okay as your liver, it becomes hepatitis. So you actually, it's okay, may have seen the word hepatitis, which actually is okay, is one word, but this is how it was made up. Okay. Now what this itis means is going to just okay. In most cases, okay, we use just okay either talking off and what we call inflammation. And or in some instances, okay, it may also be used for as okay, okay, what we call an infection. Okay, so hepatitis mainly can mean either as okay, inflammation of the liver or an infection of the liver. Okay, guys, but this is pretty much okay how it was made up. Did you guys get that? Or is anybody having any questions yet? Okay, so what a suffix is going to be, mainly as okay, anything that comes after the root word, or yes, okay, what we can call the base word or main word. Now we can just do another example, and we can say, okay, we take a root word. Just check another one, and we can say RD. Yeah, okay. Now, what we may have is okay. Before that is going to be as okay, what we can call is okay a prefix. Okay, now what's going to be a prefix? Now, if you look at it, that's going to mean it's going to be something that comes before the root word. Okay, let's just use a prefix here. We can say as okay, Perry. Okay, P-E-R-Y. Okay, so pericardy. Now, it's actually not going to be complete, so we can actually just okay say peri, and we may just okay just put another suffix here as well. Pericardium. Yeah, is mainly as okay, just going to be the suffix to complete. Okay. Now, what the word cardio mean or cardi means is the heart. Okay. Now, when you say cardium, now the suffix here is okay. What okay? It means yes, okay is going to do that. Okay, this becomes just okay the name of the. It's okay. It's okay, or root word, and we can say it's okay, or the name of your root word along with the prefix. Okay, so the actually is okay. It's going to be a structure that we'll talk a lot about. That will be called as okay the pericardium. Okay, now why would they call it the pericardium? Mainly it's okay because it is something that surrounds the heart. So mainly it's okay a structure that surrounds the heart, and that's mainly because it's okay the word peri means surrounding. Okay, so the name of a structure or the name of the thing here that we end up okay as calling pericardium. Okay, was mainly as okay because it was the structure that was surrounding the heart. Okay, but if you look at it now, yes, okay, what is it that we may have? That we can say it's okay that we may have a, because it's okay, a medical term. Okay, which is going to be made up of primarily as okay, a root word plus a suffix. Yeah, okay. Just as we said earlier, yes, okay, that we had a pet and we had itis. Okay. We can say a medical term can be made up of, okay, yes, a root word. That's okay, preceded by a prefix. Yeah, okay. And in some instances, guys, okay, what you may have is that a medical term is okay, may be made up of a root word plus, sorry, a suffix, sorry. And a prefix. Did you guys get that? Okay. Okay. So this is mainly going to be as okay, we can say as okay, the 2 or 3 components that will make up a term or a new word. Okay. Now, guys, it doesn't really matter whether you add a suffix onto a rule word or whether you add a prefix onto a rule word or whether you add both a prefix and a suffix onto a rule word. Okay, guys? Okay. Whatever new word you get out of that is always going to be as okay related to the root word. Okay, just as we said here, yes, okay, we say hey Pat, we say okay, we added a suffix itis, it became hepatitis. But this was our new word, which was hepatitis. Okay. Okay. But hepatitis was not going to yes, okay, be related to your eye, it was not going to be related to your skin. It was still going to yes, okay, be related to yes, okay, what your root word was talking about. Prime, yes, okay, the liver. Did you guys get that? Okay, now we can talk about that. And yes, okay, let's look at an example in English, for instance. There you can see it's okay, a word, for instance, okay, nation. Yeah. Okay, so here is okay, nation, that is your root word. Now you may put a suffix behind that. And what does it become? National. Did that make sense? Okay, so what is national going to be now? It's still going to be related to the nation, right? Okay, L is probably as okay, one of the other yes, okay, common suffixes that you may come across. So when you say nation, yes, okay, nation is nation. What would be a nation? You can say it's okay, a group of people that have something in common, right? Okay, you can say it's okay, living on okay as a specific piece of land. Okay, nowadays you call that piece of land countries. Okay, but people living in that country, that's okay, they are now part of that nation. So nation is nation. National become as okay, pertaining or related to that nation. Okay, we can say it's okay, America, but it's okay, the nation becomes American. Okay. National capital. What's the national capital?
Is it Washington,
Washington,
DC?
DC. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that becomes just okay, the national capital, right? Okay, okay, of this nation. Okay, but then we can okay, but capital is just okay, another word. Okay, okay. But then okay, as if you put something like okay as a prefix in front of it, and we now say as okay, this is a prefix. Clear? Okay, international. Now, what would the word inter mean?
Is it between?
Yeah, between or in between, right? Okay, clear. Okay, so now yes, okay, all of a sudden yes, okay, sometimes becomes yes, okay, international. Clear. Okay, recommend says okay, in between nations, or something which is pertaining to be between nations. Okay, like it says okay, international relationships. So what would that be? Relationship that occurs one nation has with another nation. Good or bad, we're not going to go into that discussion. Okay, but that's how yes, okay. But even if you look at it, where we say nation and turn it into national, or where we turn it as okay, national into international, it is still circulating around the root word, which is nation. Did you guys get that? Okay, so you can mainly say as okay, a lot of languages. This is pretty much okay how it's okay from basic terms. They add new, just okay, either letters or yes, okay, a small group of letters which may have yes, okay, their own meaning to it onto that root word, and now yes, okay, it gives it okay as a meaning which still is going to be related to the root word, but just from a different angle or from a different perspective. Okay, so hepat becomes hepatitis. Okay, appendix become appendicitis. Derm become dermatitis. Okay, ophthalmal become ophthalmitis. So on, so on, so on, so. Okay, cholecyst become cholecystitis. Okay, now these are all okay different root words which we made as okay just added the itis onto, and okay as what we end up getting was inflammation of that structure of the root word. Okay, so for now yes, okay, what is a prefix? Anything that comes before the root word. Okay, okay. Now you guys may say yes, okay. In your case, yes, okay, what is going to be your prefix? What is going to be your root word? Your name. Clear? Okay, now somebody may like to, yes, okay, be addressed as professor, doctor, colonel, major, general, sir, Mr., Mrs., madam, you name it. All those are going to be prefixes. Right, okay, because if you say it's okay, professor so-and-so, well, okay, the term professor is going to just, okay, be placed in front of his name, right? Or you, it's okay, you fill out forms. Or it's okay for driver's license, going to the military, going here, going there. Exactly. They may ask, okay, do you prefer any prefix to your name? Okay, so all we have prefix, you says, okay, I would prefer that, okay, yes, I be addressed as Colonel so-and-so, or Major so-and-so, or yes, okay, Professor so-and-so. or Dr. So-and-so, then okay, yes, those are going to be your prefixes. Did you guys get that? If not, yes, okay, you're going to stick with your root word, which is going to be, yes, okay, your first and last name. But then, yes, okay, when you go to, yes, okay, let's say, yes, okay, your names, okay. I haven't seen that in ladies or in women, sorry. Mostly as okay, boys may, men maybe go as okay under senior, junior, first, second, third, so and so. Okay. And why is that? Okay, yes. I am Mike, but my son's name is Mike too, so he's going to be Mike Jr. or Mike II. Okay. I won't call my son my name, like, okay. Because if somebody calls on me, yes, okay, he may be confused. Or vice versa. Okay. But you see the concept, right? So that's okay, junior, the third, senior, or something like that. Those are all suffixes. Okay. Now, guys, at one point, that's okay, when you guys graduate, get certified, you may get a title. Okay, CVT, ARDMS, so on, so on, so on. So you can put that as a suffix to your name. So you're not going to be as okay, just your first, last name. Okay, now you even have credentials. Now those credentials can be a suffix. You may get multiple credentials. Okay, you can put all those as okay as suffixes to your name, but they are not going to change you as a person. Okay, you will still have the 2 arms, the 2 legs, the same head. Hopefully, it's okay with the same amount of brain material that you have now. Okay, guys. Okay, so no matter whether you put a prefix before it, or a suffix after it, or both, whatever new term or new word that you end up getting is still going to just okay be circulating around the root word. Did you guys get that? Okay. Now, one thing that your book talks about is going on. Okay, it's also going to be okay. Sorry. So let's get this out. Is going to be sorry. It's okay a combined vowel. So usually it's okay. We can do it this way. Sorry. We can say it's okay that we have a root word. Okay. And yes, okay, a suffix. Because usually it's okay what we get in between these two here. Between the root word and a suffix is going to be as okay a combining vowel. Okay, now although yes, okay, in the English alphabet, yes, okay, there are a total of 5 vowels, but the common vowel to be used is going to be O. Okay, so in 99.999% of the cases, the combining vowel that is going to be used is going to be the O. O as in orange. Is that clear? Okay. And the question just arises, okay, why would they use a combining vowel? Mainly as okay to, you can say as okay, make it easier to articulate between the root word and your suffix. So that you can say it's okay, pronouncing it's okay, whatever new word you made. Okay, and not turning this into as okay, a tongue twister. Okay, so maybe it's okay to make it easier to yes, okay, connect the root word, or yes, okay, speaking the whole new word to the suffix. Did you guys get that? Okay, so it's usually, it's pretty much okay, always going to be as okay between the root word and the suffix. There may be, guys, instances, okay, where they may as okay take more than one root word and put them together. And usually it's okay. In that case, it's okay. They may stay as okay be combining. Those two root words together with a combining vowel, and that is still going to be O in most instances. Did you guys get that? Any questions, guys? Okay, so your words are going to be as okay. You have to have a root word. It may be accompanied with a suffix. It may be accompanied by a prefix, or it may be accompanied by both. Okay, but whatever term you get, is going to end up with is going to be as okay. A new word that you get is still going to be as okay circulating around the root word itself. Okay, so the way that we're going to be as okay looking or going through this course here is we as okay will start off with okay some common root words. Yeah, okay, we will look at the meanings of those root words, but not just only that. As we look at the root word, what is it I will be doing? I will try to put on some suffixes to those, some prefixes, and we still get, okay, we'll get some new terms. And we'll even look at the meanings of those terms. Okay. But, if you know the meaning of the root word, if you know the meaning of the prefix, or if you know the meaning of the suffix, it's just a matter of putting one and one together. Okay, and looking at, okay, as what is it that the root word contributed to? What meaning is it that the suffix contributed? And okay, yes, bring them together. And here you have a new word, but that's okay. The meaning of this new word can be derived from the meaning of the components that made it. Did you guys get that? Any questions so far? Okay, guys. So let's get started. So the first root word that we will be talking about is, okay, or may come across to begin with, I'll say yes, okay, is going to be add-in. Okay, now what you may see in your book that, okay, has been a lot of root words. That's okay, there may be a slash like this, and okay, yes, something like this. And what is that? The O's mainly as okay will indicate, well, okay, guys, That's just going to be as okay the combining vowel. Okay, so what that means is, okay, we just indicate that, okay, yes, if needed, please keep in mind that it's not going to be every term that is going to, yes, okay, although, yes, okay, it may, yes, okay, show up with, okay, yes, with a combining vowel, that you have to put the combining vowel with it. Okay, that's only going to be in case that, okay, as the suffix is such that, okay, it would be, yes, okay, otherwise difficult to, yes, okay, pronounce the word without putting a combining vowel. Okay, between, yes, okay, the suffix, yes, okay, between the root word and the suffix. Okay, but as you will see, yes, okay, in most or 99.9% of instances, okay, the combining vowel that we mainly use is O. Okay, so for and then, yes, okay, if you need to use a combining vowel, if you need to use it, it will be O. Okay, so aden actually becomes adeno. Okay, adeno doesn't mean anything. It's actually the word aden. And what is it that aden means? That means glad. Okay, that means glad. Now, guys, is there anybody who know what a gland is?
Is it a group of cells? Oops.
Okay, good. Now, a group of cells also makes what you call an organ.
Or an organ, yeah.
Okay, so what's going to be the difference between a gland and an organ?
The cells make up the organ, right? And the organ makes up the gland or something like that.
No.
Okay.
Is a gland an organ in the system
No, a gland,
that like secretes something?
Here we go. A gland is pretty much, okay, just an organ that secretes something. Okay, so that's the main, okay. That's the main difference between, yes, okay, a gland and a organ. Now, those of you who are not, hey guys. Okay. No, I unmuted you, dear. So the difference between a gland and organ is, well, okay, an organ is an organ. A gland is going to be as okay. It will be as okay an organ, but as okay it produces or secretes a substance. Clear? Okay. Now, guys, a common term that we may say as okay is going to be, and we can just say okay. Adenitis. Okay. Where the word aden was gland, or the meaning of the word aden means gland, and itis, as okay, was what we as okay said earlier was either as okay an infection or inflammation. Okay, now usually as okay, if you see the word adenitis as such, we can actually say okay that the name of the gland that we are referring to as okay in relation to the adenitis is going to be written here. Did you guys get that? Okay. Because of course, yes, okay, there are going to be, yes, okay, different glands in the body. Okay. And to me, yes, okay, to specify which glands inflammation you're talking about, the name of that gland has to be, that's okay, mentioned. Okay. And that name most likely is going to become, as okay, going to be written before the term adenitis. Did you guys get that? Okay. Now another thing is another example, and we can say, okay, it's going to be aden, which is still as okay, your gland. The next thing would be oma. Okay. Now, guys, please keep in mind here, it's okay, this O here, that is not your combining vowel. This word oma here actually, that's okay, has a meaning to it. Okay. Now, mostly as okay, the word oma as okay will be referring to as okay, what you would call a mass. Okay. So in some instances, okay, the word oma will be referring to a mass. Clear? Okay. In some instances, yes, okay, this oma, yes, okay, the term oma may, yes, okay, also be referring to, yes, okay, a tumor. Clear? Okay. Now, guys, as far as tumors are concerned, yes, okay, we can have two major types of tumors. Okay, which may be, yes, okay, cancerous, or it's okay, we can say it's okay, non-cancerous. Did you guys get that? Yeah, okay. Right. Now, guys, whether it is cancerous or non-cancerous, it's still going to be as okay a mass. Especially as okay, we talk about it, as you know, because it's going to be as okay a mass in a gland that may as okay be classified as maybe as an organ known as a tumor. Now, our question is just going to be here is this word adenoma? Is that mass or tumor? Is that going to be cancerous or is that going to be non-cancerous? And in this instance here, my dear guys, it's going to be a non-cancerous tumor of a gland.
Can I? Sorry.
Is my camera popped up now?
My dear, okay, now when I share a screen like this, I am not going to be.
Okay. I got it.
Yep.
Okay. I had a question. Is the non-cancerous tumor, is that benign or is it?
Yeah, that's what you call a benign tumor.
Okay.
Okay, that will be benign. Just a second, Brianna. And the cancer is what made it okay, what we will refer to as being malignant. Okay, so what can we say here? Yes, okay, a non-cancerous tumor of a gland, or that may develop from a gland, is going to be as okay an adenoma. Okay, so when you see the word adenoma, 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 that means it's okay, we're referred to as a non-cancerous tumor of a gland. Okay. Now, which gland? Yes, okay, the name of that gland probably, yes, okay, will have to be mentioned along with the term adenoma. But then that's going to be, yes, okay, related to, yes, okay, a specific gland. Okay, but generally, yes, okay, what was it that a gland was? Maybe, yes, okay, a group of cells that, okay, has forms of structure that we call a gland. And what is it that a gland does? It secretes secretions. It's going to be releasing some substance. Okay, that what, okay, that's going to be a thing, what will differ between a gland versus an organ. Did you guys get that? Okay. So whichever gland you're talking about, yes, okay, a non-cancerous tumor or mass in that gland is going to be an adenoma of that gland. Okay, non-cancerous, okay, yes, if you don't like the word non-cancerous, you can say, well, okay, it's benign. Okay. Okay, Brianna, you had a question there, sorry.
No, I was gonna ask, you said adenoma means non-cancerous, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I was thinking-
Adenoma will be non-cancerous tumor of the gland.
okay.
Of a gland. Okay. Now you can specify that gland by saying, well, okay, naming. Oh, yes, okay, adding on with the name of that gland. Okay, but the name of that gland is going to come before the term adenoma.
So like a prefix, right? Prefix before adenoma.
No, it's going to be a separate word.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because it's going to have its, okay, its own meaning as well. Okay. Right. So here is, okay, adenoma, a non-cancerous tumor or mass of a gland. Okay, if you guys didn't say it's okay. If we didn't like the word non-cancerous, well, okay, we can always call it benign. Now, then the question that come, okay, what we call a cancerous tumor of a gland? Now, it's still going to be, and that's why it's okay, because okay, it's still going to be a den. Now, here, guys, we'll be using, yes, okay, our combining vowel. Did that make sense? Okay. Okay. Our word is still going to end with oma. Okay, which means, okay, in this case, I could say, it's okay, why I mean, yes, okay, because it will be a mass. Or to be more correct, yes, okay, or going to be a tumor, which is going to be cancerous. Or if you guys don't like the word cancerous, that's okay, that's what we'll call a malignant tumor. Okay. So we actually, that's okay, have to just okay, pretty much okay, put the word that refers to cancer here. And that is going to be as okay, carcin. Did you guys get that?
So would carcin be the prefix, like carcin adenoma?
No,
Oh,
this is how it comes, my dear.
oh, okay.
Okay, so it's not going to be carcinadenoma. No, it's going to be adenocarcinoma. Okay, so what you mainly can say here is, okay, yes, what is it that carcin actually means? That's going to be referred to as cancer. And oma, yes, okay, it just becomes a mass or tumor. So anything that ends with, yes, okay, what you can call, yes, okay, carcinoma, there's no doubt about that, that is going to be, yes, okay, cancerous tumor or cancerous mass. Because the word carcin, C-A-R-C-I-N, actually is okay, it's just a technical word for cancer. Did you guys get that? Okay. Now, just one thing, because guys, it is not going to be every cancerous tumor that necessarily is okay will have the term carcin in it. Okay.
Is Carson a root word in that
It
term?
can be. It can be. You can take it as a root word as well. Okay. Yeah, okay. But usually it's okay. It will be used as a suffix or become a part of a suffix. Okay. But it can be as okay considered as a root word in other contexts. Okay. But whether you take it as a root word or a suffix, that's not the point. It's mainly going to mean it's okay. What does it mean? So it's going to mean cancer. Okay. Now, as I said, it is not a must that all cancers will have the word carcin in them. Okay. There are going to be, as okay, some plain omas with no cancer or carcin in the word, which are still going to be cancerous or a cancerous tumor, although you don't see the word carcin in them. Is that clear? But when you see the word carcin or carcinoma, because you can mean says, okay, carcinoma just becomes as okay, new suffix, which means okay, just mean specifically as carcinous tumor, a cancerous tumor, or malignant tumor, if you guys want to prefer that one. Okay, but there's no doubt about it that it is cancerous. But there are going to be cancerous tumors which doesn't come with the, I mean, you don't see the word carcin in it. Yes, Maria. You have to unmute yourself there. Okay, let me just do it. Okay, no, I'm not able to, sorry. Yes, Suzanne.
Yeah, sorry. So, I have a question. So you said that not all the time you're going to see Carson, and that sometimes you're going to see the Oma. So how are we going to distinguish? Is that just something we memorize, or how are we going to distinguish that Oma without the Carson is actually cancerous and not cancer?
Okay, I at some point, my dear, it's okay. I will be giving you those examples.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
Thank
okay, okay, okay. And now, please keep in mind that it's not always that you see the word oma that is going to mean something necessarily as okay related to tumor, and that's why we also say as okay mass. Okay, so it's not always that an OMA is okay necessarily mean that okay, it has to either be a benign cancer or, oh sorry, non-cancerous or cancerous tumor. It may not even be a tumor, it may just be a mass. Yes.
All right, because OMA means tumor or mass, correct? And then that's
Yeah.
when we, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But then you have to look at the root words. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
What is it as root words that contribute to, right? Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
But when I now said that, okay, as you have a term adenocarcinoma, then that just pretty much makes adenoma non-cancerous because you have a specific or separate term for adenocarcinoma, for a cancerous tumor of a gland. Did you get that? Okay. There are going to be okay structures where we don't have any, sorry to say it, non-cancerous masses. Okay, since we are at it, okay, yes, why not check it up? That's fine because it's okay. And please keep in mind, it's okay. Although we just say OMA here, but here it's okay, although it's okay. There is no, you don't see the word carcin. Okay, but this is still going to be cancerous. Okay, one example, my dear guys, is hepatoma. Okay, okay. So what would that mean? Hepatoma. Okay, there's no malignant, there's no benign version or non-cancerous version of liver masses. You may have liver cysts and something like that. That's a whole different story. But as far as a mass is concerned, well, okay, none has been found to be non-cancerous. So when you see the word hepatoma, there's no question about it. This word here means liver cancer. Did you guys get that? Although, yes, okay, you don't see the word carcin. Okay, so it's not going to be called a hepatocarcinoma. Hepatoma will be it. Is that clear?
So just to clarify, hepat will always mean liver cancer.
No, hepatoma will be liver cancer.
Oh, okay.
Because hepat is liver. Okay, hepat, my dear,
Liver.
was liver. Okay.
Just to clarify again, so a hepatoma is an example where carcin is not, like the word carcin is not.
Exactly. Okay. So you don't see the word carcin. Okay. Just hepat and oma, which could have mean mass or tumor. But in this instance, yes, okay, there's no question about it. Hepatoma is liver cancer. Although, yes, okay, you don't see the word carcin. Did you get that? Okay. Another example, guys. And again, yes, okay. It's only going to be OMA. There's going to be no question about it. this is going to be as okay, sorry, cancerous. And okay, as although we have no carcin in the term, and that is melanoma. Now, melan here is okay, is mainly as okay derived from the word
Skin cancer, basically.
melanin. Okay. So yes, okay. You may call it skin cancer, but it actually is okay, is a cancer of the pigment glands in your cells on your skin. Okay, so although it's okay in melanoma, you don't see the word carcin. It's not called melanocarcinoma. It's just called melanoma. It is cancerous.
So anytime we have the word oma without carcin, still means that it's cancerous, correct? Or
No, just in these two. For now, yes, okay. On top of my head, yes, okay. These two instances here.
okay. But that's not like a general rule that anytime we have the word.
No.
I have a
The only
question.
thing that OMA will tell you is that okay, it can be a mass, it can be a tumor. Okay, but when you see hepatoma, there's no question about it. That is a cancerous tumor of the liver.
I have a question.
Sure, Maria.
I know oma either means cancerous or not cancerous. Does it depend on the root word before oma that it's cancerous or not?
No.
It's like
The root word just because, and that's what I said. Okay. Hepat here is okay. What was hepat? Liver. So hepatoma mainly is okay, as I said, is okay, becomes liver cancer.
Thank you.
Okay. The word melan here actually is okay, is derived from melanin, which is your pigment cells.
I was just thinking back to the adenoma. That's why.
No. That was just because what's her name? Susan asked, okay, as what examples do we have?
Okay.
Where, okay, as the word carcin doesn't appear in the term, but it's still cancerous.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Now, guys, now add in man gland. Now, you guys may have heard of it. If not, then okay, as something happens for the first time in life, anyways, at some point. So some of you may have heard of a fellow called adenoid. Now, if you can say it's okay, that here is okay, the word aden is still gland. Okay. Now, all this, okay, this here is okay, becomes a root word in itself, but it's okay if we just look at it. The word oid, O-I-D, mainly is okay, is mainly used if something that you can say is okay, I like. Or which is similar to. Okay. But guys, okay, what we actually is okay, how is that actually is okay, is a gland in the body called adenoid. Now just think of it in that way that okay, as a lot of these things, as I say, is okay, were labeled or named several thousand years ago. So when they first saw this thing here, they say, okay, what the blue, something new. Okay. Give me a name, give me a name. And somebody was scratching their head and say, okay, it looks like a gland. Okay, yes. Looks like a gland. Okay, let's just call it that. Okay, so the actually is okay, is a gland in your body that is called adenoid. And some people may even go as okay, even further and says, okay, adenoid gland. A gland that looks like a gland. Okay. Have anybody ever heard of the adenoid? Somebody's nodding. So yes, okay. Do you mind tell us what have you heard of the adenoid, my dear? Yes,
Sorry, I have construction going on next door. I can't hear. The adenoids, aren't they like around here? Like they go with like near the, I don't know. My son's had tubes in his ear because of his canals, like 'cause his canals were narrow, and they said he kept getting ear infections, and they said they would have to remove his adenoids if it kept happening. So
okay.
Yeah.
No, okay, my dear, they're not by the ears,
yeah, okay,
but you probably went to an ENT doctor, right?
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, around here. I mean, like,
So it's pretty much okay behind the nose.
oh, okay, that
Okay,
makes,
behind the nose, that's where you find it.
yeah,
Okay, but mainly because okay, your ear, nose, and throat are so close linked together.
yeah,
Okay, so that's okay. And it's like okay, a small, yes, okay, worm-like gland. Yes, okay, in your yes, okay, nasal passage, if you want to put it that way. Okay, so that's what you call an adenoid. Okay, but the OID is mainly as okay by itself is a suffix that mainly as okay just means alike or mimics. Okay, you may have heard the substance or you may have heard the term. Have anybody heard the word opium? Does anybody know what opium is?
It's derived from poppy seeds,
Okay, good.
and it is now used as a medicine.
It's not used as a medicine. Okay, good. But then you have as okay something that they call opioids. But that is not derived from the poppy seeds. That's ours mainly going to be as okay synthetically made in laboratories. Okay, so you can say, okay, why do they call it opioids? Because it's going to just okay work like opium, but it's not real opium. Okay, the common or the primary drug that they got from opium is morphine. Okay. It's just a different process than okay, yes, that okay, as opium can be converted into yes, okay, they can derive morphine from it, or they can turn it into heroin.
And codeine, right?
Why? Okay, that's going to be a derivative from opium. Yes. Okay. Okay, yes, okay, yeah, opioids, which are not real opium, but yes, okay, just opium alike, if you want to put it that way. But yes, okay, when the suffix itself, OID, means alike, mimics structurally, functionally, whatsoever. Did that make sense? But help me, Lord, yes, okay, there was a gland that they couldn't find a name for it at the first instance. So they say, okay, it looks like a gland, let's just call it as, okay, something that looks like a gland. And they ended up calling it the adenoid. Okay, but yes, okay, somebody may even say, okay, you get to get the adenoid glands removed, or else, okay, it's the adenoid glands. They just want to tell you, okay, that adenoid is a gland. Did that make sense? Good. So yes, okay, why would somebody get the adenoid glands removed? Mainly because, okay, they may suffer from what we can call, yes, okay, adenoiditis. Inflammation of the adenoid. Did you guys get that? Yeah, okay. Now, guys, in some instances, that's okay. Inflammation of the adenoids. Okay. Can also be as okay accompanied with the inflammation of the tonsils. Where you can say it's okay now, tonsil, that's okay as a root word of itself. So now it's okay, we combine this root word here, which is a tonsil, together with, okay, as this other root word here, which is the adenoid. And they're going to be as okay, combined together with a combining vowel. So in case that is not only as okay, your adenoids which are inflamed, but the tonsils which are going to be inflamed as well. Then that's going to be called as okay, tonsilloadenoiditis. Clear? Okay, where the O here is made as okay, your combining vowel. Did you guys get that?
So quick question, when you combine two words is when we put like the O in the middle?
You can put it that way, yeah. Not always, my dear, okay? Now, the reason that they put the O here in the middle was mainly as okay because otherwise it would have been, let's say, a little bit of a tongue twister to pronounce the word tonsil adenitis. So maybe it's okay just to make it easier to pronounce. You can put it that way. Or as our teacher used to say back then, in English, it sounds right. Okay, so pretty much okay to make it sound right. That's okay, that's why you put O in the middle. Or it's okay. Okay, it's not always going to be. Okay, but in this instance, it's okay, mainly because it's okay. It became it's okay, it's going to be easier to pronounce. But the tonsil itself is okay, is a separate root word. And it's okay, the adenoid was going to be a separate root word. Okay. Did that make sense? Okay. So either is okay, not always. Okay, not always, but it's okay. If you combine two root words, you may as okay put a combining vowel between them. Okay. Or if you combine a root word with a suffix. Okay, not always. Okay, not always, because okay, in the adenoiditis, we didn't put a suffix, or we didn't put a combining vowel between the adenoid and the itis. We just connected them together without a combining vowel. Okay, so that combining vowel, which in 99, just a second here, that combining vowel, which in 99% of the instances is going to be an O, is mainly as okay, only put when it's okay to make it, you can say it's okay, easier to pronounce. But where can we put it? Between a root word and a suffix, or in between two root words. Yes.
Hi. I just was confirming, is sorry if I can't pronounce this the best. Adenitis, is that a root
Adenitis.
word? That's a root word itself?
No.
Oh,
It is made up of a root word and a suffix.
okay.
Itis is
then-
going to be the suffix, right?
Yes, and then a tonsil, the tonsil, that's just a root word. Like its
Exactly.
own-
Okay. So tonsil is a root word. Adenoid is a root word. Itis, yes, okay, that's your suffix. Okay, but what I mean is, okay, just wanted to say here, adenoitis, what was that? That was me, just okay, just going to, we can say it's okay, the inflammation of is okay, what we call the adenoid. Did that make sense? Right, okay. Whereas on the other hand, yes, okay, as I said, in some instances, okay, along with the adenoid gland being inflamed, you may also have, okay, inflammation of the tonsils at the same time. So here's okay, that will mainly, okay, but tonsil, it's a separate root word, okay? But what is this big word here going to mean? It's going to, yes, okay, mean, yes, okay, be the same inflammation of, is okay, we can just say, yes, okay. Your tonsils and, okay, yes, the adenoid gland. Did you get that? Okay, so for instance, okay, if on the test you get a question, which of these words here means inflammation of the adenoid, is going to be as okay, adenoiditis. Okay, not tonsillar adenoiditis. Clear? Did that make sense? Whereas if I ask, okay, which of these following terms here is okay means inflammation of the tonsils and adenoids, then it's going to be tonsillar adenoiditis. Clear? Okay. And some of you then say, so what do we call the inflammation of the tonsils? That's going to be plain tonsillitis. Tonsillitis, inflammation or infection of. Did you get that, guys? Any questions?
Quick question. So like if you remove have your adenoids removed, it'd be like adenoidosectomy with an O.
Ectomy. That would just be ectomy. Okay. Oh, yes, okay. We can say it's okay.
So tonsillitis is inflammation of the tonsils.
Exactly.
Okay,
If we such, my dear, if we just say
tonsillitis. It's just
tonsil, is your tonsils. Clear? Okay. And the suffix itis, okay, either me, it's okay, either inflammation or infection. Clear? Okay. In this case, okay, it's going to most likely going to be a okay an infection. So tonsillitis actually is okay, or me, it's okay, infection of. The thing about it's okay, the itis is that's going to be it's okay, infection or inflammation of, is okay, whatever your root word is. Did that make sense? Okay, here is okay, your root word is tonsils, so it's okay, tonsillitis becomes just okay, inflammation of the tonsils. Here we have both the tonsils and the adenoid. So that's okay, it's going to be as okay, inflammation of the tonsils and the adenoid. Called just okay, tonsillar adenoiditis.
I just had a question. For the tonsillitis, the tonsil is a root word and the itis is a root word.
No,
Um,
no, 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 no. Tonsil, my dear, is your root word.
Okay, and then itis is the suffix.
Suffix. And what is this suffix going to mean? Inflammation or infection.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. We had itis pretty much okay as one of our first suffixes that we had. Okay, and what did I say? It mainly meant inflammation or infection. Okay, when we use it together with hepat, it just becomes this okay, inflammation of the liver. Okay, so whenever you see the word itis, what is that going to mean? Inflammation or infection of whatever your root word is going to be. You say hepat, it becomes liver, so inflammation of the liver. You say it's okay, tonsillitis, itis, inflammation of the root word, which was going to be the tonsils. Okay, okay, okay. You said appendicitis, itis, inflammation, or what? The root word, which was the appendix. That's how it goes. Okay, Justine. So whenever you see the word itis, it will be the infection or inflammation of the root word.
Thank you.
Okay. And where will you find the root word? Pretty much okay, right before the suffix, which was the itis. Now, if you know the meaning of just okay, that root word, you know what this new term means. Did you guys get that? But aden, simple gland. Okay. Okay. I'll take a lunch break, and I guess I will see you guys back at 12. Should we say 40? Is that fair deal? Okay, guys, have fun till then. We have everything on record, so here we go. Okay, so let's just talk about yes, okay, the next chart. And please keep yes, okay, what we start off with is main yes, okay, or yes, okay, is the root words. Okay. So you'll see a root word. So the next root word we will talk about is going to be Arthur. And what you will see that okay as this root here word here, if it is going to be as okay, if, and the question on the matter is if is going to be as okay, combine as okay. Really good. Or combining vowel, that combining vowel will be O. But the question just arises, okay, as what does this word Arthur here means? And guys, that will mean joint. Okay. Now, please, guys, this joint here is not the one that some people may be smoking. It's not that kind of joint that we are talking about. Okay. Okay. So not a smokable joint. It's going to be a joint. And how would you define a joint? Anybody can tell what the joint would be? Yes.
Hi. Well, when I think of that, I think of like if someone has arthritis, and they have it in,
No. Let's not get to arthritis here.
sorry.
How would you define a joint?
Um, it's like, is it like a bone that connects like a ligament or I don't know.
Okay, we have a bone. Okay. Not a ligament, my dear. Okay, you're going to have ligaments in the joint, but
Is it where the two bones connect?
Exactly. Okay. A junction between two or more than two bones. Okay. So you may have joints where there's going to be more than one bone. Okay. Okay, there. By minimum, yes, okay, any point where two or more than two bones meet, that is going to be referred to as a joint. And of course, that's okay, it's going to, you can say, okay, reinforced by things such as ligaments, tendons, so on, so on, so. And my dear, now we can talk arthritis. Okay, so joint is okay. Okay, so the word arthur mainly is okay means joint. And that's where we can say it's okay when we do arthur. Okay. Which was your joint. And we can say it's okay. It is going to be inflammation. And inflammation of, well, okay, pretty much okay, what your word was here, arthur, which would be, sorry, the joint. Did that make sense? So the word arthritis actually means that's okay, inflammation of the joint. Okay. Now, what is going to be as okay a common feature of arthritis is going to be joint pain, right? Okay, so that's actually going to be as okay something that we call arthur, which is still going to be joint. Okay. And when we mean it's okay, we'll see it's okay, we will have the word algia. Now, guys, algia actually is okay, and although it's okay, it comes out to is okay, be one suffix. But it's okay, it is actually is okay made up of two words. Or we can put it this way. The term algae SOK mainly SOK will be SOK one suffix, but actually SOK made up of two words where we can say SOK one can be a root word itself. And then SOK, this could be the suffix to it. So ia, okay, which means okay, now this whole word is going to become SOK arthralgia. But what the ia mainly SOK indicate that this is going to be SOK, we can say SOK the name of a condition or state. Did that make sense? And where the word alg or ALG means okay, refers to either pain or painful. Yeah, okay, so what arthralgia is the name of a painful condition of the joint. Or what we may, yes, okay, just simply will call, yes, okay, joint pain. Will be referred to as arthralgia. Okay, but where is okay, here is okay. The word alg means pain or painful. And maybe that's okay because that's okay, we ended up with ia. That becomes that okay, this whole term here is okay, is a name of a condition of a painful joint. Or maybe that's okay, it can just be what we call as okay, joint pain or joint ache. Did you guess that? Yeah, okay. Now this very same arthralgia is okay. We can just play a little bit with okay with the suffix, and a very very little bit, because we can say it's okay. Arthur. Let's just go this way. Alg, and instead of ick, or instead of e, we go ick. Yeah, this ick mean yes okay just becomes yes okay. Pertaining to. Alg would be the pain of the joint. So arthralgia, sorry, is going to be as okay the actual painful state of the joint. Whereas okay, yes, anything pertaining to that pain is going to be as okay of the painful condition of the joint is going to be called algiac. Did you guys get that?
What does the word ick mean again?
Pertaining to.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So pertaining to, related to, whichever. Okay. It doesn't mean it. Well, okay. Mean. Okay. So there's going to be okay a lot of, or it's okay a couple of terms which okay, is going to have the same meaning as ick, which will be it's okay pertaining to. In some cases, okay, it will be al. In some cases, it will be eac. In some cases, it will be eel. In some cases, it's okay, it would just be ac. In some cases, okay, it will be airy. In some cases, okay, it will be r, er. They all, yes, okay, will mean the same, pertaining to. Okay. So in some cases, okay, we use ik. In some cases, we use al. In some cases, we use iac. In some cases, we use el. In some cases, we use ac, airy, or yes, okay, ar or r. In this instance, yes, okay, we used ik. And again, it's okay. Why did we use ik? It just sounds chick. Okay. Any questions? So arthralgia is the painful state or condition of a joint. Clear? Okay. Arthralgiac is going to be as okay pertaining to the painful condition or state of joint. Okay. Now just so we can link yes okay some other words or suffixes with arthur. Okay, and we can say okay. In one way, yes, okay, we just get okay, yes, introduced to yes, okay, some new suffixes. Okay. Well, again, yes, okay, you say Arthur, yes, okay, that was the joint. Now here, yes, okay, we're going to just okay use a combining vowel, which is going to be O. Yeah, okay. And now we're going to just okay put our suffix, which is going to be scope. Now, guys, the actually is okay is a tool, or rather said, instrument to visualize. That's pretty much okay what the word scope will mean. So tool or instrument to visualize what? The joint. So that tool itself is going to be called an arthroscope. Did you guys get that? Now, what does it mean to visualize? To look at. Okay. Okay. So yes, okay. In some instances, yes, okay. What is that they may use? They will use a tool. Okay, I'm going to puncture some holes in or around your joint. But with the help of this, okay, that tool, they may actually, okay, examine or visualize the inside of your joint to do some, yes, okay, corrective surgeries and so on. So, okay, how do they do that? With the help of a scope. What do we call the scopes? Designed to visualize joints will be an arthroscope. Okay, how do we know that an arthroscope is used to, yes, okay, visualize joints? Well, okay, it's in the name. Arthro is joint. Okay, and a scope is the tool used to visualize. Visualize what? What your root word was. What was the root word? Arthro, which means joints. Did you guys get that? Okay, so scope will be the name of the tool or instrument. Yeah, okay. What do we call it when we use that scope? So it's going to be Arthur. We still have O, yes, okay, which is still, yes, okay, just it's okay, our combining vowel. But yes, okay, then we will now see, yes, okay, Scopy. S-C-O-P-Y. Scopy. So what would the word Scopy mean? We can say, okay, the procedure. Or in this case, okay, a process to use the scope. So the procedure of using a scope is always going to be ending by scopy. So the word scopy means is okay, just means okay, the procedure by which okay, yes, we use a specific scope. Where scope was the tool. Just like you go to Home Depot. You buy a hammer, right? Clear? You buy a hammer. So what is that hammer going to be?
Pertaining to?
No, what is your hammer going to be, my dear? You just went to Home Depot and bought a hammer.
The tool.
It's going to be a tool. Good. Okay. What do you intend to do with that hammer?
Hit something.
It's something. What do you call that?
Hammering.
Hammering. So here is okay. Hammering becomes just okay. The process of using that hammer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, Michelle, what do you usually hammer?
It depends what they're called.
What they called? Okay. Well, what do you call them? What do you call things that we usually hammer?
Nail.
Nails. Yes. Thank you.
Nails. Which nails? Which nails do you hammer? You may miss that real nail and hammer another nail, right? And then you're going to go, ouch. Okay. You hammer the steel nail. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
I don't know.
Today's the okay, that's fine. You hammer the nails. What nail? Yes, okay, the nail that you also bought for Home Depot, right?
Yes.
Because you want to hang a picture of yourself. Okay, not these nails, not your fingernails, right? Okay.
Yes.
If you hammer them, yes, okay, what is that going to give you?
A fractured finger or
Pain,
bleeding.
right? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Some algia. Okay. But yes, okay, guys. Scopy is mainly as okay, in this case, as okay, when we talk about it, it's going to be as okay, the process of using a scope, where scope is going to be the tool. Okay. Now, arthroscopy is okay, or arthroscope is okay. It's probably not something that you guys maybe had thought of. But even yes, okay, if you remember back in your school days, have you ever heard of okay something called a microscope? Okay, a bigger, smaller piece of equipment that they are placed in the lab. Okay, but you call that piece of equipment or that tool a microscope. Now, looking into that microscope and see yes, okay, the slide or whatever is going to be as okay microscopy. So using a scope is going to be called scopy. Now, if you use a microscope, that will become microscopy, arthroscope, arthroscopy. What other scopes may we have? And guys, please, it doesn't have to be medically related.
Telescope?
Telescope, exactly. Right, okay. Now, why do we call a telescope a telescope? Scope is okay as a tool to, yes, okay, look at something, right? What does the word tele mean? T-L-E or T-E-L-E?
Far away.
Far away, exactly. Because it's okay, there's a thing nowadays we call it a flat screen or plasma screen. But back in the days when I was growing up, we called it a television. Right? Okay. We called it a television. Now, what was it that that television was enabling us to do? See something which is far away.
Far away.
Okay. There was also something that we used to call a telephone. Now, telephone again was okay as something from a distance, where the word phone is about hearing. Okay, or you can say it's okay, the ability to hear, or even sound. So telephone, yes, okay, something that okay has enabled you to hear something from far away. Somebody may be sitting at the other end of the globe and talking, and you'll be able to hear what he or she was saying because he or she was on your phone line with you. Clear? Okay, good. Another scope. Have anybody heard of another scope? Yes, my dear.
Like an endoscopy or
An
colonoscopy.
endoscopy, exactly. Okay, so an endoscopy would be to primarily, okay, look into the stomach. Okay. It can also be called a gastroscopy. It depends. Some people prefer gastroscopy, some people prefer endoscopy. Okay. Primary endoscopy initially is okay, was a little bit further than the stomach. Okay. But yes, okay. Another scope.
Cystoscope. Cystoscope.
Cystoscope, exactly. Okay. Okay.
Cystoscope.
So cystoscopy is going to be the procedure. Scope is going to be as okay the tool, right? Okay. So again, yes, okay. Cystoscope is now yes, okay. That's one of my favorites. Okay.
Urinary bladder.
Yes, okay. So we can say it's okay. Let's just make it urinary. Okay. Cyst. Guys, please. This is your combined vowel. And we can say it's okay, scope. Right. Now it's going to be as okay the tool or instrument to visualize. Now here it's okay the word cyst. In this case, it's okay word B, the urinary bladder. Okay. Okay. Although, guys, the word cyst actually is okay, just means bladder. Okay. So the word cyst practically is okay, just means bladder. Well, then that's going to be as okay. Other kind of cysts, which are not going to be called bladders. And why do we call them bladders or cysts? Mainly because, okay, what any cyst would be,
Because
or what all cysts have in common, sorry dear,
they hold fluid.
as sac-like structures that hold a fluid. So any sac-like structure that holds a fluid will primarily be referred to as a cyst. If that sac-like structure or pouch holds pee-pee or urine, that becomes your urinary bladder. Clear? Okay. Now we can say something like, okay, and you guys may come across that, and that's me. It's okay, just putting one and one together. Hepatic cyst. Now, guys, if I say hepatic cyst, what is this going to be?
A liver cyst.
Painful.
A liver cyst. Okay, okay. But what will we refer to as a cyst? What makes a cyst a cyst? It's made as, okay, a sac-like structure that holds a fluid or liquid. Where is it found? In the liver. I mean, that's okay, just to relate it to the liver, that's why we go hepatic. Okay, but it mainly is okay, it's going to be as okay pertaining to the liver. But hepatic cyst is going to be nothing. It's okay. If you say it's okay that you have a liver, and that liver is okay, then maybe it's okay a bigger or smaller sac-like structure, which is okay may contain a fluid. Okay, so that's what you call a hepatic cyst. Okay, but just okay. People can develop cysts pretty much okay anywhere. Okay, you can have cysts in the brain. You can have cysts on the ovaries. You can have cysts on in your kidneys. You name it. Okay, okay, pretty much. Okay. Well, what is that all cysts have in common? They are sac-like structures, which mainly mean that okay, they have a bigger or thicker or thinner or thicker membrane. And what is it that will contain is going to be a fluid. Okay. That can be any kind of fluid. It can be blood, it can be clear fluid, it can be as okay, what do you call serous fluid, so on. So it can even be pus. So then all of a sudden it's okay, that cyst is not just a cyst anymore, it becomes an abscess. Did you guys get that? Okay. So what is a scope? a tool that we use to visualize it. Okay? And Scopy becomes the procedure of using that tool. Doesn't really matter what tool we are talking about. Using that tool is going to be ending with Scopy. Okay? And okay, yes, at a later instance, yes, okay, we can go into the details of, okay, what kind of scopes do we have? Okay. Nowadays, yes, okay, since most things, yes, okay, they want to make most things, yes, okay, less invasive. They pretty much have made tools for pretty much, okay, as any crazy area of the body. So yes, okay, make 2-3 small holes or puncture holes, if that's what you want to call it, through which, yes, okay, they insert the tools, and it's okay, the other pieces of equipment that they may use to operate in that area. And the patient can pretty much, okay, walk home the very same day, rather than being in the hospital for, okay, 6 weeks or 6 days or whatsoever, to recover from, okay, it's a big incision and so on. Did you guys get that? Okay. So please, that's okay. If anybody still is not clear about the difference between scope and Scopy, speak up now. Okay, that's fine. Good. Bio. Now, yes, okay, this is a little tricky one. Now, bio itself, yes, okay, means life. Now, some of you, yes, okay, in school or in college or whatsoever, might have, yes, okay, done the subject biology. Now, the word bio means, yes, okay, life. Logy. Now, usually it's okay when I put the word logy, people say it's okay to study of. Okay, that's how it ends up. That's what it ends up meaning. But what the word logy actually means basically is to know. To know. So to know about life, that's what they call biology. Now, how would you know about life? When you study about life, right? Okay, either you studied it or somebody told you. Okay, you can get to know about it's okay medical terminology, either by it's okay reading the book yourself, or it's okay me telling you guys, or telling you, or both. Okay. Okay. So it's okay. The word logy actually is okay. To begin with, it's okay, just meant to know. Okay. So it's okay to know about life, the forms of life, and so on, so on, so on, so on. Small juicy details about life, that's okay. That's what they call biology. Did anybody have biology in school? Good. So what are the two branches of biology? Yes. Yes, Brianna, what are the two branches of biology?
I know it's like life like plants. Or at least I'm assuming, I don't know. I don't remember it much, but I think it was just different life. I don't really remember. Sorry.
Okay. She said plants. What do we call the study of plants?
Botany.
Botany. Good. So what is the other form of life? Yes, Dr. Hernandez, you've been, let Dr. Hernandez say something. He has been quiet this whole morning. Let's hear what you sound like.
And it was the other side. Was it? I'm probably wrong, but oncology was it? Or no, that's a completely different.
No, oncology, my dear. Okay, please. That'll be cancer. If that's the case, then okay.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, I got it mixed up on myself. Yeah. Ecology was it, right? Yeah. Okay. That's what I got like two mixed up.
What's the other branch of biology?
Is it zoology?
Zoology. Now, when you go to SOK, now zoo is just okay as a short form for
Study of the animals.
zoological garden. The actual term is zoological garden. Okay, but you go, you see the animals, but then there's also going to be okay. A little board says, "Well, okay, here, this is whatever they may have named this, but that's okay. This is a tiger. You find it in these parts of the world. This is their lifespan. This is so. This is what they feed on, and all that info written on the board that you can look at and say, okay, this is what a tiger do. This is what you see it, and then you can also get some info. Okay, where do you find tigers? All that. That's basic information about it. Okay, but further details, okay, families and all that, phylums and species and so on, so on, so on, so on. So, okay, that's all what they study in zoology. Okay, but that's okay. Biology, that's okay. Mainly, that's okay. Just study of life. Okay, that can be as okay. Big study of life, or you can even as okay go into as okay the small form, where you mean as okay just put a prefix here, always correct as okay be as okay a root word. It doesn't really matter whichever you try. Micro, which is going to be as okay small. So now all of a sudden it's okay when you study small parts of life, it's going to become microbiology. Okay, guys. Now usually it's okay when we say microbiology, it's okay, that becomes it's okay the study of bacteria and viruses, parasites, and fungi. Because for it's okay for microbiology, it's okay, we most likely it's okay, we'll use a microscope to do microscopy. So once we see that small part of life, that's okay, we may get to know more about it. What does the bacteria look like? Okay, what does the bacteria okay have inside it? Okay, what may be as okay, what may that we may see as okay on the surface of the bacteria that may help us to as okay make a suitable drug that can destroy this fellow here. Okay, and that's when we as okay may talk about something that will be anti biotic. Did that make sense? So it's okay. Again, it's okay. It's okay. The tick mainly is okay. Is going to be okay. Our favorite pertaining to bio, the life, and the word anti. against. Okay, so primary guy is okay, substances is okay, which were developed to work against living organisms. That thing back in the days was bacteria, is known as an antibiotic. Okay, nowadays they may just call it as okay, antibacterial. Some people prefer antibacterial, some people prefer antibiotic. Okay, but just a second. But antibiotics will only works against bacteria. You can have other anti against other microorganisms or smaller as okay, creepy crappies. Okay, antifungal is going to be as okay against fungus. Antiviral against viruses. Antibiotics will not work in case if you had a viral infection. So COVID, well, okay, you can eat as much penicillin as you want to, it's not going to work against COVID. You may develop, okay, as a lung infection as a result of, okay, as a complication of COVID. Okay, then you may need antibiotics. But as far as COVID was concerned, that's okay. That's okay. It didn't work. As somebody raised their hand earlier.
Oh, I did. I was just gonna ask, what did you write for the definition of tick or
Tick is my idea is my it's not a definition. It's just okay as another word that means pertaining to.
oh.
Okay. Okay. So, and okay, yes. But if you look at it as okay, antibiotic, if you okay, proper as okay, V as okay, very extreme, right? Mean as okay, or mean anything against any living organism. Okay, but nowadays as okay, they mean as okay, just have narrowed it down. And okay, as antibiotics as made as okay, just going to be as okay, the group of drugs primarily as okay used against bacteria. Okay, so they narrow it down. But if you look at it, yes, okay, antibiotic in the big sense could mean as okay, anything that works against any living. Then you can go as okay, a nuclear bomb is an antibiotic, right? Okay, now I will not, right? Okay, okay. So they narrowed it down. Okay. Any questions? Now, why did I say that this one here was a little tricky one? Bio. Because, guys, somebody may be tempted to think that bio, and okay, yes, is going to be bi, which, okay, now this here is, okay, is a prefix. And thinking, okay, yes, this was a combining vowel. But this prefix bi here means, sorry, two. Okay. So please, that's not what it means. So the word bio is it's okay, life. And not two combining with oh, it's okay, followed by a combining vowel O. Okay. Did you guys get that? Okay. So please be watchful for that one. Now we can go on to our next fellow, which is Carson. Okay, and as I said earlier, it's okay. This can be combined with the combining vowel O. Carcino. Clear? Okay. Now, as I said earlier, when we talk, that's okay, adenomas and all that, or adenocarcinoma to be more specific. We already established the fact that the word carcin mainly as okay means that something is cancer or cancerous. Did you guys get that? So what we mainly go say is okay, we just say is okay, carcin. Oma. Now carcin, yes, okay, was cancerous. And oma here is okay, was because it's okay, either mass, or in this case, it's okay, more specifically, it's okay, going to be a tumor. Did that make sense? So carcinoma is mainly as okay, that's going to be as okay, a cancerous tumor. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Okay. Now we can just look at the word cancer as okay, carcin again. Okay, you can say it's okay, carcin. Yeah, of course, that's okay. It's going to be as okay, cancerous. Here is okay. We will use our combining vowel, Mr. O. And here we go and say it's okay, Jen. So what this new word here actually becomes is going to be carcinogen. Okay, now carcinogen, oh yes, okay, as far as carcinogen is concerned, the word, where the hell are you? Sorry. Carcin is cancer. O is just the combined vowel and the word gen. Mainly as okay, derived from as okay, what we can say as okay, to generate or to, let's say it's okay, create. Okay, so what is going to be a carcinogen? That's made as okay, going to be a substance that may lead to the production or creation of a cancer. So there's going to be okay, a wide array of substances which are established to be carcinogens. Okay. A common example is tobacco smoke, an easy culprit to name. Clear? Okay, why is it considered to be a carcinogen? Because it is known that it causes cancer of lungs. Or you can say it's okay, it's a major player in the development of lung cancer. So what is that tobacco smoke now is? It's a carcinogen. Did you guys get that? Okay, so if you see a substance that's okay, where the label is okay, say carcinogen, okay, that mainly will mean that okay, that substance has to be handled with care because it may as okay increase the risk of developing cancers. So what does the word gen mean? To create or to make. Any questions? Now, what's the name of the first book?
Medical terminology? Terminology? Oh, no.
Okay. No, okay, guys, sorry. Okay, maybe what's the name of the first book in the Bible?
Oh,
the first,
Huh?
I don't know if I'm right.
Genesis.
Genesis. Okay, so
Yeah.
what is that it all starts about? Talk about.
The creation of humans. Right?
Creation of everything, right? Okay, so you see it right there, right? Okay. Okay. So yes, okay, since it talks about the creation, that's why they call it Genesis. Okay. Now, guys, usually it's okay, a term that, okay, yes, people may confuse with a carcinogen, but okay, yes, it's going to be a carcinogen, but in another context or another way. And maybe it's okay because the two yes, okay, words are going to mean the same. So if you just take it, guys, here and say, so here's okay, we can say in this case, that's okay, a carcinogen could be something like tobacco smoke, right? Okay, or any smoke. Just let's see. So if we had what we called, oops, no, what the carcin. O is our combining vowel, and then gen. Okay, where the word gen mean yes, okay, that's going to mean yes, okay. Yes, okay, to produce, or we can say it's okay, create, or in some cases, it's okay, even. Especially like when you talk of cancer, yes, okay, cause. Cause what? Cause cancer. Yeah, okay, and there's all this, yes, okay, always just yes, okay, your combining power. Now, my dear, there's going to be another word, and it's okay. You still have an O. You still have the word gen. But there's going to be another word that also is okay, is related to cancer. And that's going to be onc. So there's actually that's okay, something which is known as an oncogen. Okay, and as you say, it's okay, the word onc is okay, still is okay, where it's okay, word mean cancer. So our question is going to be, it's okay, if both a carcinogen is okay as something that may as okay lead to the production or cause cancer or development of cancer. And an oncogen is also going to be something that's going to lead to the production or generation or creation of cancer. Why not just only have one term for everything that leads to cancer? Why to differentiate? Okay. So guys, when we say it's okay, carcinogen, that could be things such as tobacco smoke, chemicals, radiations, you name it, right? But now when we specifically say it's okay, oncogen, there's going to be it's okay, a genetic effect or genetic change that may lead to cancer. So oncogen is specifically as okay, referring towards genes or genetic mutations and things like that that may develop into cancers. Did you guys get that? Okay. So an oncogene is mainly going to be as okay, what genetic change is it that causes a cancer? Whereas carcinogen, okay, as anything. Okay. Yes, my dear.
So gene is just genetics.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
So no, not okay. Only yes, okay. In this case, yes. You say oncogene or oncogen, right? Okay. Okay. That becomes yes, okay. This whole word here is okay becomes genes that lead to cancer. But guys, even it's okay now, I may take you guys and say it's okay. Gen or gen. What did it mean? To create, to produce, to make. And if you look at the word gene, or you say genes, what is that genes are? Isn't that what makes you the person that you are?
Genetics.
Genetics just become, it's okay, pertaining to genes, right? But isn't genes what makes you the person that you are? So when the first, that's okay. That's one, okay. Okay. When the first, that's okay, discovered that material, or that's okay, what do you want to call it? And I say, okay, yes, we just found that's okay, the super duper finest, smallest explanation of, okay, as any possible form of life. That will vary from person to person and make yes, okay, that's must be specific to that person. And it's okay, now we found this thing, we gotta name it something, right? So what did they name it? Genes. Because your genes is what makes you who you are. My genes are the genes that makes me who I am. Did that make sense? Okay. But yes, okay, where the word generally, yes, okay, came from the word, or is okay, what's derived from is okay, what means to make, to create, to produce. Arson, then it's going to be as okay, we can say it's okay, many substances that may cause the creation of cancers. Whereas then we say it's okay, oncogene is going to be the genes that causes cancer. Have you guys heard of what's her name? Angelina Jolie? Everybody ever heard of Angelina Jolie? Okay, don't say no. Good. Okay, good. Now, do you guys know that she removed both her breasts? Good. If not, then okay, here's the case. Why? I think okay, her mother and okay, as her an aunt or something like that, suffer from okay, as a very deadly type of breast cancer. And what they found was that she also carried that specific gene that may lead. She had a greater risk of okay, as developing that similar kind of breast cancer as well. But what was it that specific gene was? That's an oncogene. So this is pretty much okay what a lot of studies are going on these days. That is okay. Well, if there was a way that okay we could scan people even before as okay a cancer has developed, just to see as okay do they have the gene or not. Okay, but what the mainly is okay, we'll be looking for is okay that specific oncogene. Okay, because what is that going to probably is okay going to put you at that person at a greater risk of developing okay as whichever kind of cancer it is. Okay, so a couple of cancers where it's okay, they have found some genes as primary as okay breast cancers. Some genes have been found in prostate cancers. And even as okay colon cancers and so on. Okay. But it's okay, still a long how. Because it's okay, who do we screen or who do we not screen? With okay, as blood tests and so on. So, and how reliable is it that these tests are going to be? That's another question as well. Okay. So, but that may be the future. Did you guys get that? Well, it's okay. If they look for okay, genetic changes, or it's okay, a possible gene, yes, okay, that gene itself is going to be called an oncogene. You may not have the gene, but it's okay, you smoke like a chimney, and okay, yes, you still develop the cancer. Or you expose yourself to, yes, okay, whatever other crazy chemicals or substances and so on, so on. So, and okay, due to that exposure of those carcinogens, you develop the cancer. God forbid, but just to give an example. Okay. So, but if you look at it, yes, okay, carcin, cancer, so is oncocancer. O is combining vowel in both cases, and gen, producing, creating, making, creating, causing. Okay. So in both cases, like I said, okay, yes, something that will cause or create or cause, yes, okay, is going to just okay play a role in the making of a cancer. But then it's okay to separate the two. You say it's okay, carcinogen will be substances, oncogen, specifically as okay, genes or genetic mutations, as people will call it. But when they name the genes, well, okay, that's going to be as okay, what makes you. People will say as okay, DNA. DNA is just a form of the part of the genes. Okay. From genes, you can yes, okay, go to. Okay, from these genes here, it's okay, you can go to yes, okay, genetics. But again, yes, okay, the gene is just gene. And the tick is just okay as pertaining to. So anything that's okay pertaining to your genes can be referred to as being genetic. Did you guys get that? Now, okay, guys. So in all this is okay, where in the does this word? Why would they start calling it a cancer? Anybody know the sick explanation behind that? Do anybody know what the word cancer actually meant? No idea? Okay. Anybody believe in horoscopes?
Sort of.
Sort of. Okay. What is your sign, my dear?
I'm a Leo.
You're a Leo.
Mm-hmm.
What month is that? Oh, okay.
July and August.
Yeah, okay,
End
good.
of July, beginning of August.
Yeah, okay. One of my younger brothers is a Leo, so on how. How could I forget that? Okay, yeah, okay. But
Cancer's
what's the
before
sign
this.
right before Leo?
Cancer. It's
Cancer. So what's the sign of that?
what do you mean? What's the sign?
What's the sign of a Cancer?
Oh, it's the crab.
Huh?
The crab.
Crab,
No?
exactly.
Mhm,
Now here's the explanation why they call cancer cancer.
mhm.
Okay, crab is a crap. Well, first is going to be a B, the other one is going to be a P. Okay, but mainly because it's okay. Cancer spreads like a crab walks. Have anybody ever seen a crab walk?
Oh yes, with like the
Oh
legs
yes, here we
wide.
go.
Yeah.
That's why they call it cancer, because it spreads like a
A
crab
crab.
walk.
Oh, okay.
Now, next time you see a crab, just okay, don't do that.
Okay.
Just try to just okay, annoy it, and you will see it's okay how it walks. Okay, but the thing is, okay, it can walk sideways and okay, it's like this. So I can pretty much okay, it's okay, something that spreads in all directions. Okay, that's where yes, okay, that's the sixth story of okay how they came up with the word cancer. Okay, guys. But there's anybody who has any question about carcinogen versus oncogen? Gen versus gene versus genetic? Okay, guys. So yes, okay, just because it's the sign of the crab. Good. Good. Let's take this fellow here. Party, and of course, that's okay. This will also be accompanied with an O if necessary. And the word cardio is something that is near and dear to my heart. Cardio. Oh, so you can say it's okay. Now, if you got issues with your heart, you may see it's okay a cardiologist. Yeah, okay. Where the word cardio or cardi means okay means heart. Or you're combining vowel and logist is mainly as okay. We can say it's okay. Specialized in the logic. Which logic? Yes, okay. In this case, it's okay. It will be party. Oh, logic. Okay. So somebody who is specialized in cardiology is going to be a cardiologist. How does he or she specialize in cardiology? That's okay. By knowing about the heart and heart diseases. Okay. How did he or she know about cardiology or heart diseases? Is by reading a lot of books about the heart and heart diseases, or either be told by other cardiologists who was his or her mentors, teachers, so on and so on. Yeah. So if you lodge in something, you just become just okay, you just know something more about the root word. Yes, okay, your root word is cardio. Let's take another word. And what a word is going to be. because we have a prefix. We have an elector. And okay, yes, we have a combining vowel O. Then we have, okay, yes, the cardi, the combining vowel O. And we have the suffix here, which is going to be graphy. Oh, sorry. Okay, here, yes, okay, the Y. The Y and all this is okay, this becomes, this whole word here becomes a process. Process of what? Recording the electrical signals of the heart. Did you guys get that? So the process of recording and the electrical signals of the heart is called an electrocardiography. Okay. Where the word graphy is going to be okay, the process of recording. Where okay, the word graph itself is going to be the record. Or recording of anything. In this case, yes, okay, we record the electrical signals of the heart. Okay. Now some of you say, what the hell of a word? And that's why it's okay, we mainly it's okay, just abbreviated it down to E, C, G. Did you guys get that? So every time you walk into the emergency room or to your clinic and they say, well, okay, we need to take an EKG or an ECG, this is what they do. All those stickers on your chest and it's okay, arms and legs is primarily to record the flow of electrical signal within the heart. But that works. So and so and so and so. Yes, okay, we will talk about that in anatomy physiology. Okay, well, that's okay. What we call an electrocardiography is ECG. Now, then some of you may say, then what is an EKG? Have any of you ever heard of the word EKG? Okay. Now, why would we call something an EKG? Or what does EKG stands for?
Oh.
Isn't it the same thing if I remember, but the K is like originating from like a Greek term, if I remember, or if I forgot. I thought it was like somewhere around there.
Okay. You are 90% correct. Now, an ECG, as we call it, can also be called an EKG. Okay, Danny? But, okay. So, what you call an ECG can also be called an
So it's the
E
Is it electrocardiogram?
A G. But then you will say, okay, where in the blue does the K come from? Now, my dear, it's not Greek. It's more of a German origin. So in Germany, Deutschland, Australia, not Australia, so Austria, even as, okay, in the Scandinavia countries where I'm from, where, okay, basically it's okay, some of the languages, okay, is from German. They spell the word cardio with a K. So if you go to a hospital in Germany, my dear, and somebody say, well, okay, the cardiology department is on the 5th floor. You go to the 5th floor and you don't see us, okay, CARDIOLOGY. And you come back and say, okay, I don't see cardiology there. There's something else. It starts with a K. That is it. That's how they spell cardiology there.
So it's the same meaning. It's just because the K came from elsewhere.
Okay. Yeah. Now, why couldn't they just call it? Why couldn't they just write it with a C to begin with all over the place? Okay, we have to give credit to the guy who originally made the first EKG machine or factory that led to, yes, okay, the production of an EKG machine. Now, he was not German, he was Dutch, but they speak the same language. So that's okay, the right cardiology with a K. So yes. Okay. Now, something that you guys may be doing, or some of you may end up doing, is going to be, yes, okay, what we call an echo cardio graph. Now this is again going to be, okay, here the graphogram is going to be a recording of the heart using echoes.
Is that word graph or gram?
It can be both.
Oh,
Clear? Okay. So what's an echocardiogram? Echocardiograph. People may just call it an echo. What does the word echo mean? Your sound coming back to me, okay? Coming back. Okay, so that's what you guys have signed up for. To mainly, yes, okay, just try to, yes, okay, receive the sounds back that you pass on to the patient. And what is that those sounds are going to do? Produce a picture. And looking at those pictures is going to be, as okay, what you guys will be doing for the rest of your lives. Did you guys get that? So when we say echocardiograph, well, okay, that means, okay, just a fancy word for the ultrasound of a heart. Okay, where the heart in it is in the cardio. Okay, where's the image in it? The graph. Produced by help of what? Not electricity, but by the reflections coming back, which you call echoes. Okay, the reason that I asked you guys to turn or mute yourselves this morning was so that I didn't hear my own sound coming back at me. Okay, which will be my echo. Okay. Did that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay, so with this note, I will finish today's class. I hope you guys enjoyed it and didn't got, okay, what the did we sign ourselves up for? This is just the beginning. So I hope that all of you will be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. And please, it's okay. Whenever you get the time, please try to just return my email. Okay. Okay,
Thank
guys.
you.
Take care. God bless. And
Thank you.
have a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Thank you.